Hello there, and welcome back to War Thunder. So today, some very early first impressions on the F11F-1 Tiger, and this is a battle rating 9.0 US reward jet for the ongoing Operation Summer, and it is of rank 6. It is not a premium vehicle, and you will get it stock. I got it fully upgraded for a test drive by Gaijin Entertainment to make a video as soon as possible. So this is far from a review, this is far from a objective look at it, and you know, I cannot really make a review on a plane the same way that I can with ships and with tanks, because there are so many factors that I cannot make a video that actually gets to the standard of what I think of a review. I hope you understand. But we can have a look at the hangar, because this is what I can provide you in great detail, so you get a rough understanding what I'm talking about. And I have some gameplay later on as well. So let's begin here with the stat card, and you know, it just tells you so much. Overall, the plane is fast, the plane can actually maneuver to a certain degree, so it's not a brick like the F11F-1 for example, but it's not certainly a turn fighter. In certain aspects the plane is also quite wobbly, and also the control inputs are a bit strange in some aspects. The flight model doesn't really feel overwhelmingly awesome, but it can hold itself, and the engine power is probably what makes this plane. Don't get me wrong, if you're turning for days and you lose all the speed because of bad flying, you are just a sitting duck, and hunters are still very fast, and you still have to watch out for those air-to-air missiles from other players. Talking about air-to-air missiles, let's talk about the armament. You have 4 20mm Browning Colt Mark 12 Mod 0 cannons with 500 rounds between them. That's 125 rounds per gun. Yes, and you can run out of them really quickly. However, they really hit hard, and you know, just a few hits is all that it takes. And then, as you can see, let's go quickly to the modifications. This is all the weapon loadouts that you can get. You have up to 4 AIM-9B air-to-air missiles, and then various different loadout options with up to 1,000 pound bombs, 500 pound bombs, 14 Mighty Mouse missiles, and then up to 38 pure ground pounding loadout or no loadout whatsoever. And so you can choose what you want to do with this plane. Overall, I kind of like it, but I'm not really excited about it. It's okay. As far as I think about the pricing on the marketplace, obviously it will get sold for insane prices, because collectors and whales are there, and then obviously greedy people that in the same second also complain about Gaijin being greedy. You know, the internet. Aside from this, do I think this is a talisman candidate? I'm not quite sure. I think that this plane will have trouble in an up tier. On the other hand, it can hold itself, so whatever the matchmaker does when this plane becomes available to all the people participating in the Operation Summer, then this thing will get spammed out, and again, it will get to your account via a coupon, so you can either sell it or you can activate it on your account. If you activate it, you will have nothing but a tech tree stock jet, and so it's not really that outstanding in this aspect in my opinion. But I think if you really want to have an in-depth look at the plane, I just watched a stream by Percy WT, and he said, yeah, it's a little bit like the US J32, and I think he refers to the engine power. And yeah, it is really great in this aspect, so taking on speed and then just having good energy retention for those burst climbs and also for running away. So this is what I can talk you through about this plane in the hangar. Let's have a look at some gameplay, shall we? So I think that the best showcase of what the plane in some raw aspects can do, I think we let the tape roll from the very start on the runway to see how the plane accelerates with the afterburner and 20 minutes of fuel and 4 air-to-air missiles. I think this will be a very popular configuration, so let's have a look at it. And you can see it's not that bad. It takes a while. It's not really something that performs very well at low speeds. And yeah, we're getting speed rather nicely indeed, while also climbing a little bit because of the terrain of this map. So is this something that should go straight into the enemy line first? I don't really feel comfortable doing so. Yeah, I'm not really side climbing, but I just follow one of our lightnings to the side and just observe. And meanwhile also climbing and picking up speed. Probably not the most efficient way of playing this jet, but it gives you a rough understanding how quick this plane is in comparison to the rest of the planes that are with it in this match. I also realized that a lot of the British premium hunters are also around in this match, and in general the matches that you play with. So sometimes you get up tiers, sometimes you get down tiers. It seems fairly balanced in this aspect, although I cannot tell you how this will change when everybody gets this chat and the matchmaker gets flooded with requests for playing this vehicle. Again, it is stock, it's not a premium, and also very often the kind of the game reset my ammo selection. Usually I would go for the stealth belts because they have 3 high explosive shells and 1 armor piercing incendiary shell, and obviously stealth. And this is the default belt, and I didn't want to use it. It has 2 high explosive and 1 armor piercing shell. So also with tracers are not the very best of, you know, belts that you can use. Sadly, there is also no option for only 2 air-to-air missiles. The AIM-9Bs, people have adapted to them, and you really only catch those who are completely AFK or which are completely unaware or are tunnel visioning on somebody else. If an enemy is maneuvering just the slightest, he probably will not catch the missile. Now, one funny thing is this. That was a double crit. And I just, again, focused on people that are on the tail of one of my allies. And here I tried to focus the hunter, but I was afraid to also team kill here my teammates, so I held fire a little bit. And yeah, mixed matches, that's just what it is. That is the first enemy kill assist, and there is the second one. So this is not great. And there you can see how good this plane is at kind of boom and zooming, if you will. I know that in terms of the chat meta, this term is not so greatly used. But you can see when you zoom in, you do a quick burst, and you zoom out, you are really fast. And there we can see that the missiles are really trash. And the plane also is relatively stiff at 1050, 1100 kilometers per hour on the deck. And yeah, it doesn't really want to turn all that nicely. So that was also a complete miss. But yet again, I wanted to show you how I play with it. Again, I'm not a chat expert. But this is giving you a good understanding how the chat behaves. There are also avoided then at the last minute, or last second rather, the head-on with the S.U.M.M.E.R, and I see that he is focusing on the F3H2, which so far was the most efficient player on our team. With a very good missile, this would have been a very good hit, and yeah, there I fat-fingered also the gear, so I know what the comment section will be like, but anyway. So here I try to get him with a missile. I see that he's really tunnel visioning on him. Maybe he thinks I'm out of missiles, and this is what I'm talking about. This is the way you get missile kills with those AIM-9Bs. It's good to have them, but they are not what I would consider your primary armament. Don't expect to get massive amount of kills. But you have 4 of them, so it's always down to how you see it. I went back to the airfield with just 5 seconds of fuel left, and then obviously an F-86F-40 comes in, and yeah, I do a quick burst head on. He catches one of the shells, I catch a few 50 cals, I survive it, he's on fire, and that's the guy that I saved earlier in the F3H2. And I thought to myself, yay, 2 assists, 2 kills, I guess that's a good game. But you know, it's the event, and 3rd assist. Yeah, I can say that I'm greatly amused. At this moment I was a bit salty about it, but hey, we won the game, and I hope that I could give you a brief impression of what the plane can do. I'm really hard pressed for time. Also, my PC is really not in the greatest shape. I have no idea what's wrong with it. I have to figure it out, and for that I need time. And so this is all that I could get for you at this very moment. But I think that this is a good first impressions. This is something where I can hope that I will get some footage later on the day, or in the next upcoming few days, because I still have the test drive. And yeah, there is the result. Even for a non-premium vehicle, I think in chat level the modifiers are so good that 50,000 civil lines and 13,000 RP are quite nice, and that is without a talisman but a premium account. So that's it for me today. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you kind of found this video helpful, and if this plan is everything that you ever wanted, and if this is a little bit of a disappointment for all the effort that you put into the Operation Summer. You know, both opinions are kind of valid. And yeah, give this video a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the waves, in the skies, and on the battlefields of War Thunder.